为重阳节这么多人要家里要拜拜，我们团队才让我知道。好，我们还是准时来开始哦，非常感恩哦。刚才的传法随续人才，我们真的要非常感恩。
我这边还没听到声音呢。
袁师兄哈，那刚才那个影像呢，我们要为慈尔节拍拍手。
应该有声音哦。
好，那
好，现在有。
里面的所有的歌词其实是来自我们的月上云端上面上人对我们的开示，他非常的用心哦，都有把它标注出来。他说，所以这里面没有一个字是他写的，是由上人对我们的祝福的书里面，然后到的哈，所以传法随续人才非常的感恩。所以早上9点邀您一起月上云端。
It's 9 o'clock in the morning, so we invite you to come to our study group. So just try to be diligent every single second. So like it's better than you take a step forward than just stay in the same place, right? So basically our motto is if you move forward, you will make better yourself and don't give up. That's how you get more people to join. So Sister Meiyun was saying that after she retired, she kind of lost track of time, date. So today is in Taiwan, is in Asia, is like a Double Night festival. This is for the a day for the elders. Yeah. So it was really happy to be here, and then we can connect to everyone around the world. So the major thing is to study, to read more books. So for all the successful people, there's a common thing about them is they study, they read. So life in Kaohsiung today, the book reading will be from Sister Jiaxing. So they use artificial intelligence to write the song. I used to So I used to be in the back watching everything happening, and all of a sudden, like I found myself standing in the front, sharing my 10 minutes with you guys. So everything that we read has a lot of wisdom in there, and I don't want to miss this opportunity when everyone else is so diligent. And thank you for being there for me, and then to giving me a lot of love and encouragement. So every time when they're nagging, it's kind of like a light in the darkness, paved the way for me. And your encouragement has been a good lesson for me to understand that the unity is important. So if we do our part, we can illuminate the world. So it's not, we don't have to be like great to start something, once we started, then we'll have chance to be something great. To continue to learn it's pretty much like courageous. So we just don't want to miss the opportunity to share everything with you. teamwork is to support each other. So this is very upbeat, and then it's very relaxing, and then there's something kind of represent the book study team that we're actually doing something with AI. So give them a little round of applause. Thank you. So here's what we are familiar. So Xu Kaixuan, she is the chief editor. So she is going to share how poetry can connect to your spiritual cultivations. So the principal of Tainan City High School is going to share about vegetarianism. So next week we are connected to London. On November 22nd, Saturday in Taiwan, there is a event about a workshop. So we can see before November 30th, you can still apply, register for Tsuji Law School. So here's a So people have made the sports tower they can use and for fundraising, largely thanks to the so yeah, it's interesting that they're from Kaohsiung, and then they try really hard to promote the Tsuji spirit. It's cute. So it's not just a towel. You can also use it for a scarf and bandana. So they have fundraised over 10,000 like pieces, and yeah, so it's a blue and white, and then they have a little card, like get well card in there. So it's something that definitely going to be useful. So she's saying that like when we do fundraising, sometimes means that we can't be on site to show support. So helping out doing fundraising is something that we could to contribute as well. Let's give it a round of applause. So like generally, like we're not gonna be lack of towels at home, but this is all just for supporting the community and supporting the good cause. So if you come to Kaohsiung's the site, and then you happen to have the towel with the scarf with you, and please bring it with you. So if you follow the news, you know that the process of doing this fundraising is kind of challenging. So this is so with those towels, they have fundraising about 100,000 and over 10,000 towels. So they have been trying really hard to catch up with the demand, and so they have a lot of like kind ripples. So it's kind of like an Emmy Award in Taiwan. So this the first time she stars in Ziji's TV series, she has won the award recognitions. So really hope to have more people to see the show. So there's a lot of books that we've been promoting, and then the Healing Fruit is a video channel on YouTube that you can use to find answers with a lot of Master Chen's wisdoms. So yeah, can follow that on YouTube. This is the end of October. So I have 2 Jin's Affirmation. So in November we'll have 2 new ones. So with love in our heart as a positive influence on others, a broad heart and tolerance are the fountain of happiness. So we're really grateful to have this short but precise wisdoms. So she is holding a small this is a Jin's Affirmation in Thai. So the funny thing about that is that they have some people who work overseas in Taiwan. Thai people work in Taiwan, and they are they have a language barrier. So the group was asking like if we can get the Thai version of that to get to people. So this is kind of like to care for the refugees and care for the migrant workers. So they actually imported from Thailand. There's a volunteer which just happened to be around. So they wanted to use this small booklet to bring blessing and then to love to the people who are in need in Taiwan, the Thai people in Taiwan. So sometimes when you see this like a group of people, and if you don't put any thought to it, and no thought arise, then they will just be there. But if you put a little kindness into it, you actually can make connections, and then to maybe bring some love and caring to the group of people. So this is the first time she saw the in Thai version. So the master's the leader is someone who is self-disciplined, humble, non-arrogant, and pure action with self-respect, and free from selfish love and attachments, have a big open hearts and control the tempers, are attentive to their work but not competitive with others, and just are acknowledgeable and virtuous and pure intention, grasp the big issues and not bothered by trivial matters. So this shows some gratitude toward the people who are around us. So hopefully that we will help each other to move forward toward to develop Master Chen the leadership that Master Chen wants us to develop. So on April 25th, 2020 is when we started. And then that a year after that we start with the translations. So this is like the comedic affinity. Like we finally on the 5th week, and we have new people join us. This is a sister Chen. So he was thanks to brother Hong Kai to invite more people heard over. So we also have our Japanese translation. They have to take. They haven't be here today. Because they have the overseas have camp, a retreat going on, so they are unable to participate this week, I think. So the Cantonese only have 4 people, and this is Cambodian's translation team, or this Cantonese team. So this is we're all familiar with, so we just don't. So this is a Minnan dialect. So this is how we share with our speakers and take pictures. So this is Sister Peng Yuzhen from England. She I think she's sharing next week. So they have been very busy. Oh, so sorry. So this is her feedback, and she has been Kaohsiung to participate on live before. She has been very touched by the contents of each book study sessions, and able to meet a lot of sharing people's life in person. It really brings a lot of different feelings. She is thinking about maybe they can promote the same style back in London. So she's also organizing book studies, their version in England. So they have very different styles, and they have learned a lot from this Kaohsiung style. So we have what? So this is the repost. Wait, what? Yeah, so we really appreciate it to our editorial and the graphic designer to help us put this together. So this is the sharing from the Cantonese translation team. So when they translate, because that one session they would translate, they were really, to them is really easy because they were able to play live music, and through music they were more connected to the material they have to translate. So last time when they translated, they were very touched by the sharing person, and then she said that she is felt very challenged to translate the first 20 minutes when Sister Meiyun has to talk. So she's showing that Brother Luo Henyu is using music to talk about the online study group. So that's very interesting. And also, when the sharing person speak a lot of Taiwanese, they also have people to step in to help out. So it was like she was really touched with the team that support each other. So the Sister Xinyan has met brother Luo Shiyuan, the person who shared it last week, I think. So it was very very good comedic affinity. So so at some point, like they have like a technological meltdown. So also be very grateful the team can help support each other. So they have learned a different way to recruit more members, and then they are very excited. Even though the Cantonese team have only 4 people today, but they're still trying to do their best. So today we really wanted to introduce the Japanese interpretation team, that the writing one. So the good thing about studying and learning is that nobody can take that away from you, and it's always, once you learn something, you stay with you. And these are the repos from volunteer from Malaysia, US, Canada. So this is the YouTube English channel. Oh, where are we? So we have sister from Malaysia was translating writing the repos in English. Which one is it? So the founder was saying that my brother Jiu's sharing has been very helpful, and really grateful for him to share his experience, and then that will provide an opportunity. Okay. F equal has drawn the comic. It's very adorable. So we have very different person. So this is a Kaohsiung's Zuoying Elementary School. This is the principal. So this is Kazoo. This kind of music instrument. So that is welcome Sister Jiaohui. Do you know how early the principal is here today? So originally she will be here at 8:30, but today when she comes in, and the principal was here like really early. So it's like before like even before the team even started to light up the room and then to get it prepared. And probably the principal usually to really move ahead back in school. So yeah, so she waited for the team like when it's all dark in the room. So this principal has done a lot of work, charity work. It's not just her like principal's job. So she did a lot of charity work everywhere else too. So when they were having conversation before, Sister Meiyun find out that the principal has a different way to approach children, and then it's something interesting to see. So they wrote a card. So we will have an introduction to the principal. So, greeting everyone. It's so happy for us to have Principal O, this lovely lady, to be here with us. So she is the volunteers that helps out with the Zuoying Elementary School. So they're happy to be here. So the kids wrote a thank you card for her. So, dear principal, thank you for being so kind and so gentle to us. You always bring hopes and happiness at a school day. So we're really grateful for that, and hope that the love's ripple effect can spread far and wide. So the principal has been in many volunteering projects. So she also helped out at the recycling center. She does charity, the casework, and a lot of different charity works. So a big thing that we learned from her is that she always trying to take care of her heart, and then to change her mindset, and then to make sure she stay on the course. So every time they had a discussion with the principal on school matters or after school programs, the principal always has very creative idea and always being very thoughtful, and to always surprise everyone. So we're really grateful to have her around. So for everybody's on site, that before the principal starts sharing, you can open that the package they have in front of them. So because there was like a little music instrument that you want to use. So we'll show you what she should do. So let us walk into the cut. So we're online, so we'll see a lot of people. So first of all, I wanted to send some greeting to Master Chen, Double Masters, everyone online. Good morning. When she was insisted to hold that script, just to make sure that she will stay with the script. So anyway, so let me give you some introduction to myself, to make more connection with us. So when So like the first part of our life is always in school learning, and for me, the second part, the later part is all teaching. So she has been an elementary school teacher for 12 years, uh, administrator for 18 years, and also principal for 8 years. So she has PhD from the Taiwan's forgot what school is it? One of university. So she wanted to send her gratitude for the Lingliang Tang. It's like a church in Taiwan, where they helped that introduce her the instrument called Kazoo. So through interacting with the church group, she became the music instrument instructor in the community. So some people were asking if it's going to be hard to perform the music instrument because you have to remember the notes and then you have to press the right hole for the flute to work. So when you retire, that your life changes a lot. And in Taiwan, there are daycare center and have the elders always play with different kind of toys or like different activities. So so she has participated in many events with the elders. So they not just bring the recyclable to the recycling center. They always encourage more people to come down to this center and then to have a better understanding of what we did here. So she has been helping to create a new purpose, new life for people who retired. So she said what one day she was thinking, what if I became a English teacher? So with this comedic affinity that she is she's going this path. So she has some experience. So and then she also like through volunteering with the elders. The elder had told her that do not call us elders, just call us old friend. So to make each other closer to each other. So with the elders, with the time that they lived in, they love a different. They have a different taste. They have their taste of music. So they usually have. They like that we would call it oldies. So sometimes when they go visit, organize events, they will try to bring kids over. So next 10 minutes, my goal is to make sure that you all learn how to use this. Her name sounds like I will make sure you learn in Chinese. So you can, well, basically they can put the chain on the neck. So they only have 10 minutes, so it's gonna be very rushed. So Kazoo came from West Africa. They had been spread around the world. A lot of people thought that was like a toy, but it's not just a toy.
等一下吹以前，请先把你的
How am I gonna explain this?
顺时针旋转，让它紧一点。
So
因为几次的教学，
so basically,
吹到一半，它那个膜会跳开，没有膜，那个圆形孔跟膜跳开以后，你就吹不出任何的声音。而且就是那时候所有人都要帮你找啊，请旋紧哦，顺时针是旋紧。好。
So when you twist
我们怎么吹呢？
this instrument tighter, make sure you do it clockwise. So they want to learn. She want to teach one family.
好来，嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟，好来哈，阿卡贝拉在这里哦，好，预备开始。啊，对哈，我的位置好，一直往前，对不起。我们的导播完全。啊，对不起，因为我有职业病，所以学生在那边我就一直往前，对不起，对不起，好。
So apparently she walked forward too much.
还没有吹啊，好来，我们先嘟嘟嘟第一段，好来，预备开始，嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟。嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟，好停，好，接下来要真正要吹了，这个关键哦。虽然我用“吹”这个字，但请你不要去吹它，你嘴巴请轻轻的含着，等一下你的嘴一定要吹，一定要。唱出来，我先示范一下，老师，38年老师，我先示范一下。好，来，等一下我会先读哦，大家先听。你不是吹，你吹永远不会有声音。那你看哦，我现在发现2只手不太够用。好，等一下你去嘟的时候啊，好，你的另外一只手可以摸一下你的喉头，你要感觉你的喉头有在震动哦。好，我们现在。
Supposedly you have to feel the vibration from your throat.
预备开始。好，停，来，我来问一下啊，对不起，我好像永远只能被定在这个哈。请问你刚才有感觉到你自己的声音的师兄姐，请举手啊。好。
So she's asking if anybody have feel their own their vibration of voices.
来。
So they're gonna try it again.
嘴巴含着你的笛子，接着呢是。你的嘴巴要唱，不是朝着它吹。只要你真的抓到这个重点了，你就可以行走天下。好，等一下我会跟你讲，希望你成为下一位音乐老师。我们再一次，嘟嘟嘟嘟，好来，你嘴巴一定要唱哦。那你要感觉你的喉头在动。好，我们开始，预备，开始。好，停！你有听到你笛子的声音的师兄姐，请举手。好，已经高达60%，我们在最后一次。接着我们就要放音乐了。好，来，我们在也是前面那一段哦，哈，一定要90才可以放音乐啊。哟，怎么只剩1分钟？好，来。
So she has 1 minute left.
好，来，好来，嘟嘟嘟嘟，好来，预备，开始。
有听到自己笛子声音的，请举手。好，请下音乐。好，好，我们就一段哦，就一段。
So it's gonna try like one.
好，我们要让它完毕哦，好，大家来感受一下哈。
So this is the second part.
好，有看到各位学习，哎，很棒的。
好，融入感情哦，事情你到后面好不好？
2页，我后面
你还有2页，对不起，
我还有后面简报2页。
哦，是，
好，谢谢。好，最后有2页啊，第一个是感恩跟感谢。我觉得我们跟人相遇， 都会学会很多的事
Every time when I
情，
meet
也
someone,
借
I
由
learn
去
something
分
from
享
them.
我觉得会学
So
会更
when
多。
I
那再来就是很多的时
learn to
候
share,
真的是一
I
期一会，然后感谢各
feel
位师
like
兄姐
I
姐
learn more.
也邀
So
请您，
thank you for being here
希
today,
望您成为下
and
一颗的音乐种子。
and I encourage you to
我觉得
share
花植物带给我们很多的生命感。好，感谢各
this
位，
music
谢谢大
to
家，
everyone.
谢谢。
Thank you, thank you.
这是史上如果学钢琴、小提琴饱受挫折的人，来用卡祖笛，哥哥、爸爸、真伟达一起来，一起来，一起来。好，一闪一闪亮晶晶，一闪一闪亮晶，来。
So they're playing Trickle Trickle Little Star. Huh? Oh.
哇，有没有突然觉得以后这一把要怎么样随身携带？然后校长呢，我在跟我们讲，我们说，那个垫片啊，因为当校长要来上这一堂课，我们就赶快去买下来了。买下来以后直接放仓库，今天才开箱然后突然发现2片，我们不晓得干嘛的。我说他们问我说，我也不知道校长那2片要干嘛，校长赶快说一下。
各位会有2片的垫片，就当你
So
的
there
手
have
已经都湿的都不能再湿，请把它旋转开来换新的。
so they have parts that they can switch.
很久，我通常1年了才换第1片。好，所以回家，那回家的时候你可能说怎么办呢？请把它甩一甩，口水会在里面，甩一甩，把它晾干。好，不就拿个袋子把它收起来。好，这样子就非常。
今天因为包括我们自己的团队都很多人要去家里有事要拜拜，没有来，所以下个星期没有的人，我们会再补发1次。好，因为我们准备足够的量好，所以我们在还没有，我这里一定要讲一下那请导读人那一个区块赶快牌子准备一下，我们要准备了吴汉文就说好有感的卡祖笛，会唱就会演奏的概念。我跟你讲，我想到了
the feedback
我们同学会
saying
周年庆一起，我们这个已经拿到，不要丢掉不能丢掉。
so don't lose it. Don't lose it because
我们用这个来吹
so
传法水，巨人
it will be a major like a tour that we could use.
高雄的 B 娟说，感恩
So from the volunteer from Kaohsiung
只要会唱歌的人都可以学会，不用
is
空间时间
very grateful for introduce this music instrument. As long as you can sing, you know you can learn. So it's great to even when you retire, you still be active.
原来这个叫做卡祖笛，你上网去查一下，它很便宜，它很便宜花莲的文丹说，感恩欧教会校长的分享。
So volunteer from Hualien is very grateful for learning that from the principal.
他说多谢多才多艺的欧校长，你真是太优秀了。Zuoying 大爱妈妈是粉丝团的。好，我们的云茹说好有趣的乐句，第一次听说卡祖笛，声音也好可爱。感恩欧教会校长的活泼又细心的教导，感觉大家好像都被教导会了。
So it's easy to learn. So we're really grateful for the opportunity, and hopefully that we can carry this with us everywhere and to spread the so Meiyun is thinking about like the scholarship fundraising event. Maybe she would do something like that. So thank you, principal, for the sharing. So we are. So we're hoping like more people will come to learn about the Jixia product. So the new snacks. So please spread the word. So we're really grateful for that technology cooperating with us.
A good response brings the good effects.
师攻读那旅足迹了。那跨区跨国44位，今天是来到高雄的。那根美大家都认识，也是我们卓越导读人时候呢，简报。
Today the guided reading, the reading guider is the sister Pan Gengmei from Kaohsiung, and the topic she's talking about is through the.
感恩敬爱的上人、金色的师父，还有在场所有的师兄师姐们，大家早上好。我是潘根妹，上人赐予我的法号为明天。今天要为大家导读的进度。
This is Sister Pan Gengmei, and she's greeting everyone. Today we are talking about the topic through wind and rain. We walk together and calm the heart. And we are on the page of preserve every footprint. Okay, in this video, we are seeing the news about the typhoon which landed from Hualien, and it occurs on the July 24th, 2024. And the Tzu Chi volunteers give hands to those suffering and rush to the front lines of disaster areas, and they provide the hot meals. And after that, the Tzu Chi volunteer faced the challenge and took immediate action, wading through the flood water with a rubber boat to deliver hot meals, beds, and partitions. And in this typhoon, Tzu Chi distributed a total of 81 blessing kits and visits over 1,300 households, and provided 26,000 hot meals and distributed more than 2.9 million NT dollars in relief funds. And Master Zhen Yan recorded Typhoon Sarama, which swept across southern Taiwan in 1977. And Typhoon Kaimei of 2006, which also occurred on July 25th. The recurrence of these three events feels almost incredible. Fortunately, whenever disaster strikes, Tzu Chi volunteers always appear uninvited and bring help to the corners where it is needed most. The historian Professor Zhao Liangkai remarked, "The history of Tzu Chi is also the history of the people. For each devastating typhoon beyond being recorded in Taiwan's history." In 1977, Typhoon Saloma severely struck southern Taiwan, and resulting in 58 deaths, nearly 300 injuries, over 4,000 houses completely destroyed, and more than 27,000 partially damaged. And upon hearing the news, Master Zhen Yan immediately wrote a personal letter instructing Tzu Chi volunteer Chen Longqi and the monks of Yuantong Temple to assess the disaster and compile a list of affected households within 3 days. And Master then leads the volunteers south to the disaster areas, working for totally 4 days and nights. After the field survey, they began distributing relief supplies. And in order to complete the registration and distribution of the relief supplies, a member at the time became frustrated after being repeatedly delayed for several days outside the township office.
不闻不问啊，就是看到像是没有看到一样。那几次下来呢，我们的有一位会员啊，看到就觉得非常的生气，就觉得怎么可以这样子对我们呢？我们是要救灾的。那但是呢，这样子的一个愤怒的这样一个情绪呢，却在上人的轻轻2句话之间呢，就让他马上平稳下来。
But with just a few gentle words from Master Zheng Yan, their heart was calmed, and they came to understand the spirit of selfless giving. And how did Master lead her disciple by example? Let's watch this video. One day, a very devoted member from Taipei, who was not yet a committee member at that time, became frustrated. She angrily said, "Why do we have to stand here? And standing here every day, constantly bowing and pleading. We are here to help them, so why make it so difficult for us?" She admitted. Master Zheng Yan responded, "Did you come on your own accord, or you were asked to come by someone else?" And she said, "That's right, we came on our own." And Master said, "Exactly, you come of your own free will. So we must put ourselves in others' shoes. In such a serious disaster, the officials' homes are also damaged. They have to repair their own houses and still handle all the registration for damaged properties. So we should emphasize with them and not to lose our temper here. We must be humble and respectful." She then said, "I understand. We should be grateful to them." And Master replied, "Yes, we must give selflessly appreciating the information they provide us." And from that moment, her heart became calm. We are grateful for Master Zheng Yan's guidance, through which we can feel her teachings on leading by example. And then in August, Master personally led the Tzu Chi volunteers in disaster assessment and home visit. In Pingdong, the distribution continued at the Dongshan Temple for 3 months, considering the convenience of transportation for affected families. And at the same time, it becomes clear that and let us now look back together on this part of history. In 1977, Typhoon Saloma swept through Kaohsiung and Pingdong. When Master Zheng Yan learned of the disaster, she wrote me a letter. I immediately started riding my motorcycle, carrying Jiaohui from Yuantong Temple. Since we are kind of lost, we went to the township office. Because of a letter from Master, the founding monks of Yuantong Temple and Chen took on the heavy responsibility of conducting surveys. In just 3 days, they had compiled a list of affected households. Brother Chen said, "Master went south with us to assess the disaster. We split into 3 vehicles, working for 4 days and nights without rest, from morning till night, and then returned to review and evaluate our work. As a result, 89 households and totaling 277 people received immediate assistance. And 3 months later, 26 of those households became recipients of our long-term aid programs. This is how Ciji formed its bond with Pingdong. In the early days, Chen Longqing and many others would go frequently, and soon after, the merit association began to take shape, and long-term care was built to Pingdong. So it was important to encourage everyone to serve as committee members and look after the people of Pingdong together. And we are grateful for Master Zheng Ye's guidance, and also thankful for the senior Bodhisattva who endured the hardships of the early years together. With everyone united in heart and purpose, their efforts gradually accomplished the 4 great missions. This is today's guided reading. So later, So now we are going to practice the Kazoo again. So later when we take photo, please show your Kazoo in front of the camera. And thank you for Sister Pangamei's sincere guided reading. And we are so proud of you. Is there any victims of the typhoon's ceremony here? Back to that time, I was in the secondary one, in junior high school. That was my first experience with a big typhoon. And back to that time, there was no holidays for the typhoon. And I remember there was one victim who died in the typhoon. And another internet friend shared her experience with the Pangamei sisters' guided reading, and she said she was very touched.
不能没有继续再讲下去，我也没空啊。余会就是感恩根美师姐带我们回顾慈济的救灾的历史，从1977年的塞诺马到凯米台风，无论年代跟灾情如何的变迁，蓝天白云的志工。
And thank you for sharing the history of Tzu Chi's.
回顾历史，旧法新知，新法新知，内容丰富有余哈，所以非常的感恩。那我们也谢谢感恩，因为欧校长哦，我跟你讲，他说新美英美传递强大正能量，谢谢欧校长。第一次认识卡竹笛，觉得乐龄班好像可以派上用场，又是一个考虑的一个项目了哈。那也非常感恩哦，就是有一位家人说，慈济高雄线上读书会，感恩所有的。
And thank you to the former president, Miss O, to bring the Kazoo tea to us. Okay, please give a B+ applause to the sister Pan Gengmei. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And as the famous baseball player Otani said, if you think you never will do it, then there will be no starting point. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Being persistent, and you will meet a better version of yourself. And we would like to share a good news with you. On October 1st, for the Kaohsiung online study group, we start do the fundraising by selling these blue towels. This video shows is the illustrations to show how water absorbent, how as you can see, the host put the towel into the water and the towel absorbed all the water, which shows the towel is very good at water absorbent. And thank you for all the people who support this fundraising. And as you can see, this post shows the advantage of the towel. It's very water absorbent. And Dr. Deng from Singapore provides 100 towels for the fundraising. And in Africa, people also support this fundraising. This fundraising not only support the suffered family in the typhoon, but also send the towels to the Africa. This is a this is a remark of love. This is the review from the users. they say the tower is very absorbent and is easily potable. And so from the period of September 28th to October 20th,
The next section, let's welcome Dr. Chuanhong. She's going to give a section regarding the sleep apnea. That's regarding, the topic is regarding the sleep apnea, the treatment of sleep apnea. The editor for this section is contributed by the Ciji Kaohsiung branch. Let's watch the video. So right now, we are playing the clip. So regarding the vocal cord, that's regarding the Dr. Chuanhong. She's talking about the treatment for the vocal cord. This video clip is from year 2016. So when we have a throat issue, we usually go to see the doctor. The doctor may advise us to have some like herb medicine. But after you eat some, the throat candy, may just damage the taste bud and lost the taste. So her recommendation is not to exceed the 5 or 6 dose a day. So when you use your vocal cord often, for example, the video shows the person who is a radio show host. She speaks a lot, so maybe damage the vocal cord. So the next clip is regarding the throat cancer. When you lost your voice or all of a sudden, then you should just to get the endoscope exam to ensure, there's no cancer tissue associated with that. Then the treatment for the throat cancer, you can use the ablation or radio ablation. Then, so the symptom for the throat cancer is, maybe a swallow difficulty. So, okay. So then the next clip is regarding the Dr. Shen's father. When his father became her patient. So he has a sleep apnea. So when he lost weight, then the symptom kind of improved. Especially for the people when snoring when they sleep. Then many people suffer sleep apnea. They kind of always feel tired, even after in the morning after a long sleep. The doctor's father, Mr. Sun, he also suffered different symptoms related to the sleep apnea. So one of the requirements from the Dr. Sun, she wanted her father be able to reduce weight. So there are many type of treatment that can cure the sleep apnea. So Dr. Shen's father kind of recommended, he trusted his father, trust his daughter. Okay. So right now, you can see as Dr. Sun. The hostess is introduced Dr. Sun. And Dr. Sun, she said that she is quite surprised. Today, she saw all the old clips she had from the news interview. And for the case of Dr. Shen's father, that's what she's going to present. It's regarding sleep apnea. I love to be with you because you have a positive energy. Okay, so I just saw my father. Her father is kind of recommended her not to say something. I'm the doctor of laryngology. So she's always treating. She's part of the Taichung Ciji ENT ear, nose, throat department. In her family, not only her father, also her brother suffers the same issue, sleep apnea. Let me introduce myself. I was born in Tainan, but I'm growing up in Kaohsiung. So I was attending Tzu University from year 2003 to 2010. So she came from a rural area in Tainan. So she graduated from middle school. She is the only person who will be able to pass the exam to attend the Kaohsiung Girls Senior High School. So after she graduated from Kaohsiung Girls Senior High School, she attended Tzu University in year 2003 to 2010. After she graduated from Tzu University Medical School, she was attending the Chang'an ENT department from year 2010 to 2012 as a resident. But she only spent 2 years in Chang'an ENT department as a resident. She kind of like the Hualien Tzu hospital humanistic care. So she decided to move back to Hualien Tzu ENT department, continue as a resident until she finished her residence. Because she is the student of some professor very famous in the ENT area. But when she was a fellow to a famous professor, her professor suggested her maybe she should go to encourage her to study more. Like that's why she went to University of Pittsburgh Medical Center as a fellow in year 2016. Her professor also encouraged her to build a department specialized in laryngology. So what is she is explaining what is the sleep apnea. So there are 2 types of sleep apnea. One is constructive sleep apnea. Another type is central sleep apnea. For the central sleep apnea, usually, it's hard to discuss that. That was because the brain cannot send the correct signal to control the breath. So what is the prevalence of the sleep apnea? We always thought it only happened to the elderly people. But that's not true. So for the male less than 6 years old, so the prevalence is about 24%. So for a female, so like 8 people within every 20 people, they have sleep apnea. So, but they are very low diagnostic rate. It's around 80 to 90% patient, they are not diagnosed as a sleep apnea. That's according to the World Association of Sleep Medicine. So what are the symptoms of sleep apnea? So there's divided to two parts. One is happen in the daytime, another part is happen in the nighttime. So in the daytime, sometimes when they wake up in the morning, they feel like a headache. They cannot focus, feel tired all the time. So the symptom at night usually is a snoring during sleep, but it's not only limited to snoring. Sometimes a coughing too, dry cough. So, but usually dry cough during nighttime may contribute to the cause of obstructive airway. So saliva, kind of choke by saliva. Or during the night goes to the restroom often. Not necessarily contribute to the prostate. Maybe just when you wake up at night, you always want to go to the restroom. So not necessarily because you want to go to restroom, so you wake up. Sometimes it's because you wake up, so you want to go to restroom. So how can we tell if we have a sleep apnea? So the cause of the sleep apnea is when we sleep, the upper airway, respiratory tract kind of collapse. So kind of block the airway. So make the oxygen exchange become low. So because the oxygen level at the blood is kind of low, so you feel tension all the time. So one of the symptoms for the sleep apnea is easy to wake up. So now you can see the three diagrams. So you can see the respiratory tract. When the airway is blocked, so then when the airway got blocked, then you will hear snoring. The snoring is because the airway is obstructive. Obstructed. The side effect be for brand maybe cause cannot focus or dementia. And the stroke too. So for cardiovascular system, maybe have a high blood pressure, arrhythmia, coronary vascular disease, or heart failure. For the endocrinology. So maybe they may cause the side effect may be something like diabetes, obesity, or metabolic symptom. So for the So for the renal system may cause the impotency. So for the other side effect, sometimes it's a low immunity. That's all because they don't have a good sleep at night. Then due to the sleep apnea. So sometimes sleep apnea is very similar to DUI. So the chance of car accident when the patient have sleep apnea is very similar to the driving under DUI. So how can we tell if our family has such disease? So there is a Epworth sleepiness scale. So you can see when you sitting reading, when you watch TV, or in a quiet place in the public area, and the driving, when you hit the traffic or stop during the traffic light, do you feel sleepy? So the table in the previous slide provide assessment. You can just to put evaluate to give a score. Then if your score is below 10, then that means normal. If the score between 11 to 12, then they have a minor sleep apnea. If the score between 13 to 17, then will kind of meet the level of sleep apnea. So when the score 18 to 24, they become severe sleep apnea. So then the next slide is showing the diagnostic tool. So the first one, the instrument called the PSG, polymonography. So it's an exam, and that exam has to be in the hospital. The patient has to stay in the hospital overnight, sleep in the hospital. So there's a sleep technician. The technician, but it's kind of a very long queue to be able to get this exam. So then, because the first one PSG has to perform at hospital, so another type of instrument is home sleep testing. So meaning that instrument you can take the exam at home, take the instrument and do the exam at home. In the future, there's like a button-like instruments. They can pin on your collar. They can just record the sound of your breath at night, and this is a wireless instrument. Then they can record the breath sound, then make a diagnosis. They can record when you sleep at home. So there's the two types of examining tool can diagnose the sleep apnea. So after the exam, they will provide AHI index. They will count per hour how many breaths you cannot take any air. So depends on the score, the index. Less than 15 will be minor. 15 to 30 will be intermediate. Then the severe will be above 30 index. And also to detect the oxygen level during sleep. Oxygen level in the blood during sleep. Or when you go to hospitals, also another tool we're going to use is a sleep endoscope. So the endoscope the endoscope is an exam. They will analyze the narrow area of the airway. So then will depends on anatomic location. So they will examine the 4 areas as shown on the diagram. So after she confirmed the diagnosis, she will make the personalized treatment plan. So usually the treatment plan will include weight loss, continuously use pressure respiratory instrument, high pressure respiratory instrument, or go through the surgery. So as shown in the video clips, so like my father says that he also went through the surgery. So she gave her father the treatment plan. The first one is to lose weight. So when the person has obesity, the fatty tissue will distribute to all over the body. So to reduce weight is kind of important. Once the weight reduced, so then the fatty tissue on the soft tissue of the throat also reduced. So that will be able to improve the airway. Okay, so the next treatment is a CPAP, which is the positive pressure respiratory instrument. So that is for when the patient, for example, he only be able to breathe like 1 liter air. Then with that instrument, the instrument can give the high pressure, so the patient now can breathe for 4 liter of air. But when you wear the CPAP, there are some issues. For example, you have to wear that, so make the people who may have a claustrophobia. But some patients also complain it's very difficult to wear that instrument when they sleep, because they already have a difficulty to fall into sleep. But the Dr. Chen is kind of encourage patient to try that instrument. If it doesn't work, then we can just move on to another treatment. And she also states, with this instrument can help the patient sleep better. So if the patient already reduced the weight, also wear the positive pressure respiratory instrument, then the third options will be use surgery procedure to dilate the airway. So the diagram, the photo she's showing on the screen is for the sinusitis, for stuffing nose. So the left-hand side is the patient with stuffy nose. The right-hand side is after the procedure, they remove some tissue so they can kind of dilate the airway. So they will also improve the airway, the volume of the breath the patient will have. So that will kind of improve the patient's life. But some patients may not sense they have stuffing nose. Yeah, the patient may not sense that they have a difficulty to breathe. Or so if the nose kind of obstructive, then the patient, of course, has a very low, kind of has a narrow airway. So another surgery procedure to treat this sleep apnea. So they can kind of open the airway, the throat, open the throat to make the tissue, falling tissue, back to the normal state. During the, in the research, the patient who has sleep apnea is not only one place, what has a kind of a narrow, it's not only one place of the airway get narrowed. So maybe there's a couple of places. For example, when the patient sleep, the tongue root may just fall behind to block the airway. So because the progression of the new technology, so there's a new treatment to treat patient. They can they can be cured of the sleep apnea. So the latest procedure treatment is to ablation of the tongue root, soft tissue. So then another procedure is the Da Vinci. Da Vinci is a surgical robot. So you can see that's the procedure. So the doctor will control the robotic arm. And doctor be able to view the location of the surgery. Very clear view. And the lesion, the cut or the damage will be kind of non-invasive.
径也会变得很大。那这个舌根原本堆满的这些赘肉，这个其实是舌扁桃腺。那在我们处理完以后，赘肉
Yeah, that's again is showing the tongue root soft tissue remove. So you can see the respiratory tract. So the airway now is narrowed as like a straw. So it's not enough. So the doctor, you can see they use endoscope, the instrument, to remove the soft tissue of the tongue root. They can just remove that tissue precisely by using the surgical robot. And they can remove that tissue at one procedure. This treatment even though for a person who never know the human anatomy, they can feel, to remove that soft tissue is very precise. So the successful rate. So now Dr. Chen is showing the surgery before and after. So the doctor some suggest that the first step should be reduce weight. The second one is to wear the respiratory instrument. The third option will be to have a surgical procedure. So the successful rate in the past, according to the publication, is 50 to 75%. But now in Tzu Taichung Hospital ENT department under Dr. Shen's supervision, the successful rate now can be improved to be 81%, 82%. So it can reduce the AHI index, can reduce 24. So to treat sleep apnea is not only one treatment. There are a couple of treatments. So that's you can discuss with Dr. Sun, and she can help. The last slide, the little baby is Dr. Sun's kid. Yeah, Dr. Sun's father kind of reduced around 15 kilograms. Oh, now he reduced 12 kilograms. So make him much better. I can see the audience is kind of concentrate and listen to Dr. Shen's presentation because this is kind of a common issue for many people.
Okay, thank you, Sister Jean. I'm going to take over from you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So Sister Meiyun is reading out some of the real-time feedback from. So there's a question around asking like sleep apnea. how was the percentage of it? And then Sister Meiyun was asking about the operations, like how long does it take to perform the operations? And according to doctor, it's actually 30 minutes. So the audience actually commented saying that, Dr. Sun's presentation was actually very impressive and her voice is actually very soothing. So one of the audience mentioned that from the presentation, he or she realized, the so-called minor situation of their own body condition actually may relate to this situation. So Sister Meiyun is asking the audiences on the site if this is the first time they heard about this sleep apnea situation. So another audience brought up that snoring looks like it's related to this as well. According to Dr. Sun, if it's the upper part of the nose area, so perhaps some of the spray, medicated spray can actually help reduce the snoring situation. So an audience is asking if Dr. Sun's father saw this presentation, how much points will he give to her? So absolutely, the father will be extremely proud of Dr. Sun. So thank you, Dr. Sun. So these are the summarization from last week's online study group. So it primarily call out each presenter, the key message that they deliver in that presentation. So the first one that we shown was actually summarized from our sister in Canada. And this is another summarization. So Sister Meiyun invited everyone in the audience to read that verse with her along. So this next one is from our team from the USA. So not only they summarize in Mandarin, or they also summarize in English. So it's very poetic, and Meiyun 老师 is leading all the audiences on site to read this out together. It's actually very impressive in the sense that the team were able to summarize the content delivered by the presenters in either 7 words or 14 words, basically 1 or 2 lines in the poetic format that we just went through. So next, I'm going to hand it over to Brother Richard.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sister. So now it's my turn. So this is a poster, is like an urgent task. So every time when we get an order, need to finish it soon. So the artist is by this team. So thank you very much. So the brief editing is very important also. Every time when we deal with this task, we need to search a lot of information to provide the content. So there's a good team doing a good relay. So let's see. This the shooting star catcher. So when you can catch me, so I can shine. From right is the diadrama. So in the future, you don't need to use the big guy together, living together. So I'll send you to the nursing house. But take care of yourself and the younger brother. Yeah, the future can become better. So after 12 years of love, then things are getting a different story. So you can see, think that every kid is a star in the sky or shining there. So the catching the shooting star. So thank you, the performing artists, the 2 of them will be here. The Wang Chongzhen and Chen Mengyin. The director is ZhangKezhong. Because these are all like famous, and we'll get used to them. So we believe if we see them here, it's very exciting. So Wang Chongzhen also is a director to some of the diadrama. It's a pandemic. They like to invite them to this the study group, but it's the Sanchong Xinya, the after classroom. So company with many young girls. They will show up in the drama too, so we can see the performing artists and how they show the story. The Wu Zhengxun, so company name to let them feel warm. And I feel like the after school is not just a school. You need to have the feeling of the home. So that's together, yeah, see the performing artists. So the first time, so we have Lu Xiaofen is a famous performing artist. So they have very famous movies, 看海的日子桂花香. So herself during this performing is very special. The Chen Jixia is another important role. Let's see. It cannot to be the volunteer. And let's become volunteer to teach the students. So let's become an English teacher. That would be great. So let me see. Maybe can become a math teacher. After work, we'll be busy. Can you consider next time? Yes, thank you. All our good friends already asked the whole run. Hi, kids, are you interested in become a volunteer to teach the young kids? The old kids will run away. Because love, you get together the volunteers. So you think if it's a very good, please run applause. So it's because that book and come to here to share, so you can see. So Chen Jixia's sister. It's Wang Jinghui's role. Yeah, because she provided the details of a story. So he's a senior. Also the audio performing with different Japanese and Europe, American movies. So when we see this, we don't know like it's from her voice. It's a very special task. The voices have a lot of feeling. So you can see, yeah, she's a good performing artist. So the Jixia sister. It's a lot of history and artwork. In the Da'ai drama, they have several programs. And she won the 2001 with the Gold Bell Award. In 2007, also being selected in the Gold Bell Award. So I have a long trip, reset and set out again using this 120 days in Europe. Go past 20 countries, the backpacker. So you can see everything she's willing to try. Another artist is Wu Zhengxun.
接下来就是我们今天的另外一位表演艺术家吴正勋，那饰演的剧中饰演的是吴正卫哈。那在这边我们对不对？吴正勋、谢正卫，对不起，直接帮他给他改名过来哈。好，那我们从这里哈来。
So then not only she's the art performance. So share his story, like 11 or 12 people. Even your mom is talking about the teacher. You laugh at my mom. Yeah, stop. Yeah, push. Don't laugh at my mom. Yeah, push. Yeah, push harder. Push, 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 and he will get in. You don't. She's trying to show them how to act. I think the young kids, they will react right away, but they will forget what happened before. So you will try to remind them, your feeling, what happened before. So he's doing this assistance role. So they think they can do better. So come, yeah, fine. So besides he's performing the Xie Zhenwei, but it's another role to help the young kids to do better. So let's see the 2003 is participated in the Xinguang Sanyue, the young men, and get the second award. And so they signed to become a performing artist and become a model. At a military service, they will have the assistant director and doing the work after scene. So they have a lot of programs and awards. Thank you very much. So he has a good dog. He loves his the dog, and it's called Momo. So everything he's doing by himself. He's not saving money, just love the dog. So it looks like the Huge is another famous artist. So the next time, let's go through it's some technical issue. Okay, let's wait to the love to performing. So bigger pros, yeah, love performing team. Daddy, don't drink, don't drink. Yeah, stop. Oh, my daddy is crazy again. Brother, I feel so hungry. Grandma. Money, money. This is our life. So the mom comes in, the young kids, come, come. Stop the video game, come to the class. It's the after school class. It's free. Oh, you're kidding. You think, how come there's a free? How come there's volunteers, good guys to help us? So the catching the shooting star, the little bright star is all around you. Thank you. So welcome them to the front, yeah, to sing the song together. So the performing artists, two of them, is in the Kaohsiung. They are singing the song. The shooting star coming from where? The shooting star catchers all around us. There's a hold our hands. Yeah, thank you.
好，非常的感恩。好，我跟你讲哈，来。
She feel very heavy,
他非常
but
的
it's
开心，但其实我觉得他们好像很愿意再一次哈，站起来。
going to do this again.
再一次哈。
So this is a poster for the drama. The shooting star coming from where? We believe those shooting star catchers are all around us.
太好哦 ，Super Karen 就在我们的身旁。好，你可以带一下
这是
这一个口呼吗？接住
Yeah.
新的人，来。
The shooting star catcher all around us.
好，一起接住流星的人 ，Super。
So all around us. Thank you. Yeah.
在你身旁，哇！好，谢谢活动组的大爱剧场哈，谢谢接住流星的人。好，然后在这边呢，哦，他们真的回去好快哦，可以站一下吗？2-3分钟。好，人家都还没。
Okay, the two performing artists.
两位，
So I think it is very interesting.
而且完全是没有在。
So the audio performing is also interesting. So then let's try.
我都很想说，哎，你可以现场来一下啦，可以来试试哦。
Do you know like she's test? Yeah, she's
你本
fine.
身知道吗？我知道。
I did not notice like
我们是查的资料，因为说真的，对配音这个部分，
this is a lot of good stories. So we want to know more about you.
哎，你这我们待会如果有空，还真的很想知道。
How can you go to the Europe for such a long time? Yeah, everyone want to know this story. For 120 days of the Europe trip.
喂，而且还可以玩120天呢，
而且我还自己一个人去走了朝圣之路，走了20多天。
Yeah.
所以好。
So I think talk back about the drama.
所以是说好演好了哈。所以在这个当下，我想知道，就是
You join this drama for so many programs. For this one,
在前面有一档搜寻者，那
the shooting catcher is the visiting volunteers.
哇，这访视志工，你觉得很挑战哦？
完全不一样。
没关系，
So it's very different.
应该有。
So this is shooting in the Jiaohui on the mountains. And there's a high slope. So when you go to see those searching for the problems, it's very hard. That you need to have a health body to walk around the hills. So the next one, you are facing a lot of kids. You need to be patient and to deal with them. I feel I'm old. I'm really afraid. But to deal with these kids, they are so cute. They need a lot of help. And we have a lot of love we should share with them. Yeah. Thank you very much. The searching for this kid, the searcher is very important. The kids will come to the class making some issue. But for the kids, need to go to the family visiting and try to, it's scary. When you go there to do the shooting, you really see the real scene. It's very hard to see. It's hard to believe. So in the real life, there will this kind of people, I feel so afraid. We are so lucky, like we living in a good world, but we don't know like there's a dark side in the community. If we have the capability, we need to push our hands down to help others. When we see the scene, we feel the environment is so bad. You see, in the right moment, you see, it's so hard. We need to protect ourselves better. You don't know what happened afterwards. But the environment is really bad. So we live in a good thing. We should be more active to help others. Because I'm a little bit lazy. I did not really go to plan a lot of things and try to follow the fate. However, right now, I think if I have a capability, I should be more active to help others. To find out who is people in need in the dark side and try to help them. Knowing Taiwan is a rich place, it's hard to believe, but there's still such a dark side. The kids need help. So after school, organized by the volunteers, it's very important to help those kids. When the program is a shooting, you can see it's a real like the haunted house. So where did you find this scene? But this is real. In fact, you don't know what happened, but from outside, the people will tell you the story after the shooting. You know, like, okay, this is real. So when you go down the stairs, you will see it looks like a bad guy. Army Tofo is look scary. Yeah. Although it look like a bad guy, but indeed is a nice guy. And say hello to us. So I think like every area in the local community, there are a lot of kids need help, but we don't know. So the visiting volunteers is to search out the people in need. However, we have a lot of teams, 56 teams. One is the searcher. But it's a little bit different. It's because when the guest is coming, then we will open a folder and put all the video clips and the news and put it there. So we have the searcher team too. Really, we have also the same name, the searcher. However, it's a different purpose. So we see so many video clips, we try to compile those when we know the guest is coming. So we'll try to put those information together. So let's give her a big round of applause. So I know that your dog Momo. But myself, I did not really plan, but it's because of my task. I just when the gap, then I see the cheap airplane ticket, then I will just go right away. Did not really have a detailed plan. I don't have like a language capability. Now the mobile phone is so easy to use. Then just use this. They just go to the Europe, different countries, no problem. So the privacy the thing is the go downstairs, so you can see this look scary. It's dirty, the messy, so people don't like don't to go there. Yeah, that's scary. So here you can see the scene, the program, the drama. So I come here really to help those kids for after school. For the kids and the animals. So compared to the kids, you think the dog is easy. The dog is easier to deal with. The 10 to 12 years old kids, so it's hard to deal with these kids. In fact, young volunteers, when you accompany them, you send what kind of a challenge you face. So let's talk about it. So this time, when we can invite such talented young kids, I feel so happy. They are so excellent. I should be prepared to work with them. During the process, I think the most difficult is the patience. Yeah, facing the kids need a lot of patience because they are so skilled, they are active, they cannot stop. So I need to be patient to direct them, like what your role will be. So the most difficult is patience. So which role is make you feel more impressed? The key point. Anping and Mingyi, I spend more time on them. They have a lot of performance. So Anping is a very active characteristic. However, she's feel stress and is try to be quiet. So his work is they him to feel comfortable and become happy. Mingyi instead, he's younger, so she think a good comfortable environment. So in one thing, he think about a poor string thing is disappeared, and how to show this emotion. Which is what you like. You love this, the doll is being taken away, and what, yeah, how should you perform? So you said this different story to let the young kids to perform better. I found my eyes had got tears. Just cry a lot. The director really cried. I think the kids in this the real emotion when they coming out really affect the people around. So this is very impressive because our good kids. So the director think this is so great. They do a good role to help them. So this has been few months. So from February to April, almost 3 months. So right now, already several months on the air. So see, yeah, I get confused by the names. We call them in the scene. We will call the real name. There's so many names. What's his name? What's her name? Yeah. But after like 1-2 weeks, then really get used, get familiar to them. Okay, no, lots of kids. Just the Jilin sister said, when you see so many kids, the searcher and the volunteers, and then you see the stories is in the real life and get confused. And what's the most impressive story for you? When you get into the community, how come there's such a dark place? But in fact, we did see such a community. So when you see like the scene, usually in the movie is not so real. However, this is totally different. So when we do the movie shooting, when you really see those people, you feel like in the real life, feel so scared. In such a community, there's such a dark side. We really need to find out and to help them. And in the drama, you can see lots of the young brothers. They think, brother, there's a bad guy. But also bad guy inside our home. Outside and inside, all bad guys. He's just a kid. If he's an adult, he has a capability, can work out and think other ways. However, you're facing the 2 kids, they don't have things to eat. If we don't have a searcher team to help them to find out and try to help them, then they will be stuck there. There's no hope. So that's really important. When you see the real thing, you will see the bitter and feel your fortune. Because the visit and the searching, then you'll find out the issues. And those are 2 kids that cannot come back home. There's a bad guy at home. So it's go to the kindergarten, the nursing home. Then he knows how to feedback, to provide the good deeds. So afterwards, there's a good results. It's very touching. So about your part, so when the father come to make a mess, so what happened? So your mom is smart and to take him away and to talk to him separately. But I feel confused. So how can you talk about this? When Mingyi's father come to make a big mess, so how you challenge this, face this challenge? So yeah, please. So Mingyi's father come to make a big mess. So yeah, I need to protect the after school. So my eyesight, you need to tell the story with my eyes. You need to feel comfortable, feel safe. Don't go to have a meeting. So Mingyi's father come to make a big mess, don't want to leave. So low-income parents. So if they have the crime record is very they will endanger the finance support. So that in the real life, they do happen. Because they will suspect where you have such a kind people, so he tried to get more money. Yeah, how come you guys provide this for free? So the sisters experience how to deal with this case. So most of the funny thing is, you think it is very important. You cannot live with empty hands and use the fruit gift. Yeah, but you've been see people try to get a debt. They need to give in the fruit box. The first action is to get a check. His hand is put this to near the ear. The kids will pretend to ignore those. And so naturally, when all those are big leave, it will stay there. And the story, the performing will come out naturally. So these days, from the internet, it is convenient to see the replay. So when you try to give them some suggestion how to perform this emotion, you can see the continuous of the emotion. How you to connect those two different scenes together. For kids, maybe they forget the previous scenes. So Minnie always forget the last thing is from the other different emotion, and then go to the stores, but this time is different. You need to continue. The last time you feel so happy, but this time is not happy enough. So after the editing, it will make it more continuous. Otherwise, it's two different things. The same thing is coming with the separation, so the kids forget the emotion. So you count on the big brother to help them to remind their previous thing. So in the beginning, when the teachers come here to help them, those how do you think? So the two sisters is supporting the other guys, but he's supporting in full strength and try to get the kids together to the after school and to provide them food to make meals for the volunteers. They have their job, but for the volunteers and they come to the after school, they don't have the food. So Jiaohui sister regularly provide meals for the volunteers, even with the kids to make the lunchbox for them to take back home. So it's hard to describe. Like these volunteers, they pay so much effort with money and strength. So the kids will feel biased or not jealous. So this is a real story. So when you feel, do you feel like your mom did not really take care of you, but take care of other kids? Why? So we don't know. This do you feel jealous? Like your parents be kind to other kids? No, I feel simply why my mom is taking care of so many other people's kids. And 12 years. I feel I also like at home. So the real story, the Xie Zhengwei should learn from this story too. Watch his mother doing this good deeds. Why she's do lots of efforts and to spread the love to so many people. So the environment of the city is good. Last time we also know the honorable members also donate a lot, but he himself did not go abroad for trip. Never. He never have the branded bag. So all for these kids, the low-income kids. So admirable. Did they talk about your mom? So previously they called Zhanggan sister, but no one really called her mom. So he's the first one to call her mom. So I feel my expression look like that. So let's prepare the Wuzu fruit. The shooting star catcher, we might have let's see the scene. That's a song. 一闪一闪亮晶晶. The Wuzu fruit is, so everyone prepare. It's amazing. Yeah, this it's a do, not use a blow air, but use a do. That's the principle to show this Wuzu fruit. So all the kids call me Meiyun mommy. When Meiyun is teaching in the school, so the alumni is come back to the school is really called mommy. So many people call her mommy. So the student asks, really? So many kids? So they really love me. So the students, the alumni is really called Meiyun Laoshi mommy. So we talk about a story is really touching, really real. The principal all bring this the Wuzu fruit. So let's try this together. Try this together. Okay, let's try the other hands. The director, yeah, you use to use the other hands to wave. It's like a concert. Let's try. Let's raise our hands the same direction. Okay, so when they are talking, because I use the mobile phone with a flash. Let's try again, and with the flashlight turned on. So during the time that these two performing artists to share, why you must watch this program. So let's try this. So it's already 18 years old, mom. When he see you call her mom. So the real, the one, each thing is really important. So the kids perform very well, excellent. So you must watch this bright star. It's a very warm, happy, and a lot of the deep in the emotion. No matter you are lucky or in bitter life, you will see and get resonance. It will give you courage to face the challenges. Then the seed of hope will get into you. So bring out your mobile phones. Use a mobile phone and use the flashlight on to mimic the stars. So I try. Come on, I don't have enough time. So I try, yeah. Bring out your mobile phone and let's try again the little star. Just try some more story. So most impressive experience. The visiting the Guowei, Boyi and Bowei, the two brothers. So the first time I'm visiting them, I see they have a big line. It's a mimic the blackjack. In the beginning, I saw that because they have like a blue on his face, but so he draw a line there. Yeah, I think this piece is very brave. So the good thing that the kid's future is pretty good. The most impressive part. Boy is go to the nursing house. I think the perform is really good. He sent the toys to the boy. Boy wish his father can go back to work. Take the shoe off and bring the shoe as a gift and come back. So that's so touching. Even after the work, but when you review those experiences, I still think it is so touching. So when the two sisters really leaving, he's really loudly saying, "Why you treat me so well?" So no blood relation, but really treat them well. It's great to have such a good people in the community. So when you grow up, you can pay back. Yeah. The doorbell, those two kids come out. So the parents and the kids, really good team. So it's very excellent. So for kids, for the 大爱 drama, there will be a lot. Yeah, so that's it's been a long story. So let's try. Yeah, try again. The little star with a mobile phone flashlight. So I try again the little star. So you can sing with us too. Do 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 do. 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 So a big round of applause. Thank you. The shooting star catcher, thank you. So let's review quickly. In Canada, Guanxinli is in the after class is very important to affecting the parents also, not only for the kids, but you see the hope and see the love is always love the wounded people, and thanks for the dieting. It's a great sharing. Just so many interesting stories. People very handsome. Our teacher try to use a two voice character. So it's a different voice actor. So the voice emotion to show the story. So it's difficult. So then we will see. So like to see the diadrama. It's a very challenging. Thank you very much. So we have the positive energy to share with others. So thank you. The audience give us the feedback. 所以的声音少女。The two grandmom. If you are so greedy, I will transfer you to the pigs. The Yishou mom, the Xiaoyan sister. One more. The Pinocchio also, the voice is also from her. Thank you. That's amazing. Yeah. Great. So Zhengxun, this is so lucky to hear this.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Brother Richard. So I'll take over for the final translation. So Meiyun 老师 just brief us about some promotions and donations for the to assist Hualien flood. So this is the preview for the next week. Just let everyone know. Next week. Oh, there's next week we will have someone from Tsuji High School in Taichung, and then from Beijing and England volunteer. So welcome to join us again the next Wednesday. Thank you so much, everyone.